How everybody doing, man? Look, man, I want to speak to y'all about something real serious, something real deadly, man. Something that, we don't focus on, but yet and still, in this time of the coronavirus, in this time of COVID-19, we don't go nowhere without being protected. We don't go nowhere without face masks. We don't go nowhere without gloves. During this time right now, this is everything that we concern with. Everywhere we go, it can be to the beach, it can be to the store, it can be to the bank, it can be any and everywhere that we go. When we come in contact with other human beings, when we come in contact with people, we cover it up. Just think about that for a second. Everywhere we go right now during this time, when we in a distance of other people, when we're in a circle of other people, we protecting ourselves, right? Because the reason why I say this and the reason why I'm bringing up this point is because this has been on our minds. This is on our minds 24/7. It's on the news, it's on the radio, it's in every media station, program. It's everywhere that we look, everywhere that we hear COVID-19, COVID-19, COVID-19. Yet and still, people die from the flu every year. In fact, people die from the flu every year more than COVID-19, more than the coronavirus. But that's not our subject matter today. One of the things that Vision is always doing is trying to bring us to a higher form of thinking, trying to bring us to a higher form of understanding. So my point today is this: sex, 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 sex. That's my subject matter today. And the reason why that's my subject matter today is because we so focus on this COVID-19 and we protecting ourselves. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not being judgmental, but I want y'all to make sense of what we doing. Make sense of the situation that we're in, that we find ourselves in right now today. We have sex, unprotected sex, on a regular basis. How many of us have unprotected sex on a regular basis? We go to parties, we go to clubs, we go to different outings, we go to different places, smoking weed, drinking after people, and not being mindful that the drink can be laced, the drink can be a Mickey. The drink could have been drunk by someone that have cold sores, someone that have some other type of disease. We can be smoking weed, smoking some type of drugs after someone, and not knowing if the marijuana, not knowing if the cigarette is laced with something. So we do all these things and we're not concerned. But yet and still, on the corona or in the coronavirus crisis, we so concerned. We don't want to touch things. We don't want to go amongst people because we don't want to get this disease that people is dying from, because we see it every day on TV. It's more than 50,000 people have died in the United States of America directly attributed to the coronavirus. But yet and still, people die of AIDS, people die of syphilis, people die of other disease or other contributing factors that takes them away based on diseases and whatnot. But we're not concerned with that. We're not concerned with that because it doesn't happen immediately. If they say we will get AIDS tomorrow and we die tomorrow, we will be very concerned. If they say we will get a cold sore or syphilis or herpes and we will die tomorrow, we will be very concerned. But why are you not concerned? Why are you not protecting yourself when you go to these clubs and smoking and drinking after people? Why are you not concerned when you go into these clubs, when you having one night stands, whether you male or female, having one night stands and not concerned if this person have on a condom, or even if a person do have on a condom, because we can catch diseases with condoms on, with protection on, we can still catch diseases. So why are you not concerned with these things? You're not concerned with these things because these things don't happen immediately. And if they happen immediately, if they always was always spoken about on the news, always spoken about on TV, we will be very, 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 very concerned. And that's our problem. And that's why on Vision TV today, I wanted to bring this up to y'all, because I wanted y'all to really think outside of the box. We so much in this coronavirus box. This is the only things that we're focused on. This is the only thing that we're thinking about. Yet and still, we don't think about the diseases. We don't think about the drinks that we take, and if it's laced with something, if the smoking that we do, if it's laced with something. Or someone can have a disease that we're drinking or that we're smoking after. So again, as I said, I'm not being judgmental. You do what you do. But on Vision TV, we have an obligation, we have a duty to bring you the best information. We have a duty and an obligation to bring you the best sounding advice that we can ever bring you. That is my duty, that is my responsibility. Why? Because I have a little sense. Not saying anyone else don't have sense, because all of us have sense. But how do you deal with your sense? So we just wanted to hit y'all with something real quick, some logic, something for you to think about, something for you to contemplate. Why think about coronavirus 24/7, but we don't think about our safety in regards to sex, in regards to drinking, in regards to smoking after other people? We live and direct as always. We on Vision TV. Peace and blessings.